Okay, so they got the police officer finally showing up after 3 hours. See if they were kind of bullshit they finna pull. I was just finna come out the door. I'm Andrea Jones. I called you. I'm not doing good. I need to file a murder report.
Okay.
I've been sitting here waiting for hours.
Oh, you been waiting for an hour?
For 3 hours.
Yeah, you can go to the station. You can
step outside. Excuse me.
Go in the patio or?
It's wherever you want to go.
Stay right here.
Okay.
A little bit privacy. Okay.
Okay.
You got ID on you?
Yeah, I have my ID.
Yeah, sometimes it's, you could go to the station if you want to, you know, stay up to sit and wait.
Well, it's better for me. I don't have a car, so it's better to just call y'all out.
Okay.
Your name is T.N. Ho?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a call slip with my name and unit writing.
Okay. I'm gonna sit my bed down.
Is it your current address, or you don't have do you homeless now?
Well, right now I don't have a permanent address right now.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
You want to go to the shelter?
Are they still doing COVID testing and stuff in the shelter?
No, you just go there and they help you, I believe, for like 15 days for you to be organized, and then.
Where's the location?
61 East.
Could you write it down for me? I could
you
call
want me
them.
to give you a lift up there?
No, because I got some things I got to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before I go up there. But you can write the address down and call and give me the number where I can call them.
Okay, yeah. I don't have the number. I know it is.
Okay.
Usually you got to call a shelter, but barely you can able to got a place. They have some kind of criteria that you got to be. What's your phone number? This phone number?
I don't have a phone right now.
How they can call?
Emergency 911.
No, I know, but you have like in case they
Well, I'll call them. I'll keep calling them to follow up with them.
Right. That's why.
I have an email.
Okay. Tell me what happened today. What makes you call them?
No, I've been putting out information trying to get somebody to help me to go and arrest this woman, but nobody is doing it. All over my social media. She's a Ku Klux Klan member, and she raped my baby to death with her son, Austin Meador, and he's a felon. They are both Caucasian. So
if you calling to,
I need to give you the motive as to why they would do something like this to a child. So Austin Meador was assaulting me September 18, 2018, and he was assaulting me in a public place where I had gone for help, and I'm pregnant, and I have medical problems with the pregnancy because of the abuse, and I shot him in the leg in self-defense of me and my 22-month-old child, Melborn Meador. So I had my little boy with me as well.
Who's the man name? What's the man name?
Austin Meador.
Austin.
Meador.
Meador.
So I was arrested.
M-A-T?
M-A-E.
No,
M-A-E. I mean, M-E-A-D-O-R.
M-E-A-D-O-R.
D-R.
O-R.
O-R.
Okay.
Yes.
Meador.
Yes. So I went into the restaurant with my child asking for help, and I was arrested from the scene, and I had to spend some time in jail on the charges. Now, while I was inside of the jail, him and his mother were raping my child. And the police had given my child to them at the scene. He's my child's father, but he's Caucasian. And I didn't know that the mother was racist like that, to where she would get angry enough to kill my child about a shooting. But as a black woman, I guess I didn't realize the extent of the racism in this country. So now I have to file murder charges on her.
How do you know that they are KKK? They told you that?
Yeah. They told me.
So how did you know them? Like,
well, when I first met him, we started dating. He started abusing me. I was dating him. and he started abusing me. And he was going in and out of jail, prison, and I got pregnant and had a baby by him.
You know his day of birth?
1997, April 4th.
Okay, April 4, 97. Austin Meador, right?
Yes, but the one that I'm filing the charges on is his mother.
His mother.
Yeah, because she's the
Racist.
KK. Yeah, she's the racist.
And when was the last time you met her?
Cynthia Olvera. It's Cynthia Olvera.
Okay, hold on.
Trying to get my son from her.
Well, how do you spell her name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Last name?
Olvera.
Olvera. And you know her birth?
I don't know her date of birth. I would think she's like 60 something, 60 years old.
Okay. You know where did they live?
Yes. It's Magnolia, Texas.
Magnolia?
Yes. Magnolia, Texas.
Zip code?
77354.
Or you know her phone number? Okay. When did the last time you speak with her, to talk with her?
In court.
No, yeah. When was it? Like
December 2019. I didn't speak with her directly, but we had mediation.
And then
and after the court date, I called her and asked to speak to my son on the phone, and he was alive.
Oh, he's still alive?
No, he was alive then, but she wouldn't give him back. They said they was raping him, but they wouldn't give him back, and they kept raping him.
Oh, okay.
That's why I went to the court date to try to get him from her.
Okay, so when was the last time that you might contact with her? Is that
December 2019.
And then since that point, the police didn't do anything about your son?
Nope. I called HPD. I called Conroe PD. I called CPS. But they have affiliations with other Ku Klux Klan members that are on the police force and in the courts.
What's the name of your son?
Melborn.
MELBORN. Last name?
Meador. MEADOR.
MEADOR. And day of birth?
October 28th, 2016.
16. Oh, that's about 3 years ago. Oh, actually 6 years ago. So he probably about 6 years old now. He's
supposed to be 5 years old, but he's not alive.
Yeah. Okay. Let me got you. I already got that. Okay. My phone number. Okay. When was the last time you make a police report?
December 2021.
Oh, December. You have a case number I can follow?
The card they gave me, they put the wrong date on it.
Okay.
So, but she said that she was raping them with police officers that are KKK members on that force, and they're trying to cover it up.
So what's the date today?
Today is the 26th, I believe, June 26, 2022.
So what made you decided to?
Well, because I already knew from December 2021 when I first filed the report against that she was raping them, and they still would not do anything about it. I said, well, I only have a certain amount of time for them to come clean with the information about raping him before I have to file murder charges. And I've given them 6 months to come clean, but they're continuing to try to have KKK members have me killed.
Okay. So that's the last time you spoke with them was December 2021, right?
Yeah, but I also called CPS. I called HPD a couple of months before that.
It's CPS and the HPD told you?
Well, HPD told me they transferred me to Montgomery County. And then that's when I filed the report with Montgomery County. And they're trying to all cover it up in Montgomery County because they're racist.
Okay, that's what made you to decide to go ahead and call the HPD to reopen the case. Okay, I'm gonna go give you a case number. Like I said, you gotta do a follow up, but you gotta so you only have an email. You don't have a phone number? Well,
No, I don't have a phone
because that way when you call, like you calling right now.
I called y'all for 911 emergency.
Yeah, but when they receive the call, they usually want to have a number because sometimes you leave somebody out number like maybe.
Well, here, take my phone number. I'm gonna try to get my phone cut back on.
Yeah, because it's very important because sometimes they want to talk with you or they want to.
I'm trying to take it to trial to see evidence that the evidence they're trying to cover it up. So if we can take it to trial, then I know everything can be hashed out as far as the whereabouts of him, the whereabouts of his body, what all they have done to him. As a mother,
how many children do you have?
One, but I'm pregnant as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your case number. Okay, but just like I say, keep it, don't lose it. So that way,
I won't lose it.
Yeah, because this is you said you call HPD, and I'm surprised that they didn't give you any case number.
Well, when I called HPD, they transferred me to Montgomery County. They transferred me over. I don't know why the recording stopped in the middle of us talking, me and T and Ho. And I told him everything about Cynthia. I said I wanted to take it to trial. I told them that Montgomery County is covering it up. He's still right here talking about he needs to run my background. I told him that she said she was raping him about a shooting. Hold on, let me get pictures of his vehicle. I took a picture of his vehicle and I posted this short clip on to YouTube telling that he was running my background. Then he came back and asked how Cynthia got my child. 911. But I did have protection. I had a gun in my purse.
The time you was in Conroe, you live in Conroe now?
Yeah.
For 2019?
2018.
18?
Yeah, he had only been out prison for about 8 weeks. Wow, that really breaks my heart to hear somebody deliberately try to cut the audio where I said he had only been out of prison for about 8 weeks. If you go back and rewind it, you can hear them cutting the audio out. He got out July 10th, 2018. The shooting happened September 18, 2018. That lets me know they're still trying to cover everything up. If you want to try to omit information of what I told the officer, do not play with me about my child. First of all, July 10th, so 20 days after that. So July wasn't a full month. Then the month of August, and then September 18th, it wasn't a full month. So July, August, September, he was barely out for 8 to 10 weeks, and he's in there beating on me, and I shot him. So I'm going to let y'all finish hearing what me and Officer T and Ho spoke about.
So they come back to your apartment and look for you and get into altercation?
Well, it wasn't an altercation. He was just beating me up and robbing me. He was robbing me for money, my car. He was trying to go and get drugs. And his mom was saying she didn't want him to go back to prison, so she was hiding him. And that's how I got separated from my son, was because I never pulled a gun on him. I kept calling the police. The gun came into play when he barricaded us in the house after we kept calling the police. He tried to beat me up and have me in the house without able to call 911, and I ran and got my gun. It was a .380 handgun, and I hid it in my purse. And I had to fend my way out of the house with my baby in my arms, the gun in my purse on my arm. And he kept trying to attack me in the streets. Then when I went in the restaurant and asked them to dial 911, I had the gun in the purse. They started dialing 911, and I hid behind the male employee that was on the phone with 911. And then he came in and started attacking me and my child in there in the restaurant. So we struggled with him, me and the male employee. The male employee got behind him and was trying to stop him, but he wouldn't stop, and that's how the shooting happened.
So you pulled out a gun and you shot him?
Not right away. No, he was dangling the child and being violent with him, and we were trying to stop him, and we couldn't. Okay. And that's how I ended up shooting him in the leg.
So
trying to get the child from him. When the police came, they just told me to come out with my hands up, and then they arrested me. Okay. But they didn't take it to trial. They ended up dropping all the charges on me. But the day of the shooting, his mom came up to the scene. Austin's mother.
Pick up the cow.
She came up to the scene. The police gave her my child. That's how she got the child.
Okay, now I got it.
Yeah. And I didn't know she was that kind of person, that she would be raping and killing him because I shot her son. But she tried to put a hit out on me in the jail before my trial. She tried to have KKK members kill me in my cell. But I made it out of the jail alive on all of the charges. But my son had already been taken hostage by them.
Okay, but you already ever called a CPS? And what did
While I was in the jail, I contacted CPS and I told them that I didn't feel that my son should be there.
So now they have a custody of the son now?
Well, they told me that they were raping him, and then after that, when they were trying to murder me before my trial, they had a white male judge trying to cover it up, saying that, well, I don't know. I called his courtroom and I told them what they said, but they're going through his courtroom to try to say that they have custody, which is why I say it needs to go to trial.
Okay. And then you never have a chance to see your son?
Because he told me to call, his courtroom told me to call CPS. I already did that. So at this point, it just has to go to trial.
Well, you never have a chance to see soon. You went to jail.
I won against them in court for the child to be returned. But they staging me outside with a duffel bag to say that I don't have nowhere for the boy. But they already said they killed him.
But still, they
still trying to set me up to be killed. No, he's dead.
You think he's dead already?
Mm-hmm. Because she said she was raping him, sodomizing him with KKK members. She said she was going to do it till he was dead.
Okay, the mother said, right. Okay, the case right here, like I said, I'm going to do investigation for it. Like I said, you got to call him back. But, yeah, you gave me all the name of the suspect and the mother, so they're easy to
But she said the mother, Cynthia Olvera, is the main one that I got to file the charges on because she's the one who went through the courtroom trying to say she had custody, but saying she was raping them. So she's the one who the murder charges have to be filed
But that's like they told you, but you didn't see your son rape, or you seen your son smoke with you or fight for you.
Well, that's why I have to go to trial because there's a lot of people trying to cover it up.
They told you that, but that's what makes you very worried about the safety of it. You never have a chance to see the son.
I ain't never seen my son.
So when the last time that the mother made the threat that said that they raped.
When she said that she was gonna have me killed in 24 hours off of my YouTube channels for telling that she said she was raping them, and she threatened to have me killed in 24 hours for telling that she was a child rapist.
24 hours. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and knock out a report for you. So, like I said, you can do a follow-up. I'll give you a little bit because we had HPD had to gather the information and checking out the name that of the person that you gave it to. Okay?
They keep trying to have police officers that she said she was raping him with KKK members to try to cover it up. So it needs to go to trial where she needs to prove her innocence if she want to try to claim that she didn't kill my son.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's the son's kid. That's another story. That's going to be a murder. That's not something with a trial. That's going to be arrested, and that's going to be capital murder. I mean, what she says, but I don't know if you have. I let the police will figure out if your son's still alive.
They're trying to say that he is, but these are police that said they was raping him. They're trying to say they can't show me proof.
No, well, like I said, that's what you call back. Because if you actually have a son, and then you have a certificate, whatever, the department is able to trace it. Okay?
I have so many evidence about the child that I need
You have a picture of him?
Yes. I'm finna show you right now. This is my baby boy. That's the dad. These are his mug shots. The one that said that they was raping him. That's the baby. That's the boy. That's me and the boy. And I'm putting it all over social media, and I'm being ignored.
Okay, that definitely. Okay, so make sure. Let me look at the name of the suspect correct because that is important. Melborn Meador, John Andrea. Okay.
Yes.
That's you. Okay. Cynthia Olvera. Is that how you spell?
That's her.
Okay, but that's how she look like.
Yeah.
Olvera and they.
Olvera.
Olvera, but you don't know date of birth, right?
I don't know her date of birth. I don't.
Got the suspect name correct. So you said the suspect, your boyfriend. How long you been together
I've
with
been
him?
putting out the information everywhere.
Mhm.
It's my child, you know. I met him in October, November 2015. He's been abusing me the entire relationship from the very beginning of the relationship, and he never stopped.
Okay, I know because he probably KKK. He said because he's the family of KKK. You know, how do you expect?
Well, I'm like, why would you even get with a black woman if you were going to be racist to me? I didn't know, so I didn't know he was like that. And every time I tried to leave the relationship, he would attack me.
Austin Meador, 4497, right? Okay, is that correct? 4497. Yes. Okay. So 15 and what time of the event was 19 or when you 18 when you shot?
September 18, 2018.
Okay, 18. 3 years. So the child was 20 months. Okay, I'm gonna knock out a detailed report.
Well, the child was 20 months when he got out of prison and started abusing him as well in my apartment, but he was 22 months old the day of the shoot.
Okay. 22 months. Okay, so I'm gonna make a detailed report. So like I said, it looks like you give me all the good information. You just called
he was 2 years old when they told me they were raping him.
So this is a lot of number that you can try to reach them. This is what you need to do, okay? This is all HPD. They got family violence, they got a crime victim liaison, Serial Protective Service, all of them.
Okay.
With one of the number will help you to get where you need to go. But now I have to answer the
Salvation Army. Which was the
Oh, that's the one that you gotta call now when we can help. If not, then they're gonna ask you a lot of info.
Which shelter were you talking about? Maybe I could go to. Can you highlight it?
No, I don't know. I mean, this is like a mental place. It's just 61, 60.
Mental?
No, it's just a place for people that when they lost their houses, there's something going wrong with them. So they did
They had when I was in certain facility shelters, they had Ku Klux Klan members trying to do stuff to me in shelters.
Okay, to domestic abuse, all that stuff right here.
Well, I'll call them and see what they can do.
Okay, all the number. Don't try to hit one number because, like I said, like the system is not perfect. You're gonna have people don't like about it.
Right.
People think that you crazy. And you also have people racist, you have people discrimination.
Right.
So all kinds, you have to call all the number. If it doesn't work, then something really wrong with this form right here. Okay? If not, then you got to speak with the supervisor, the one that's in charge, because that's what that position for. But if they cannot able to answer, because to me, I see it very legit. I just don't know why that you didn't get help in your even though you lost your job because of your behavior.
It's not easy. I shot a white male.
I know.
And it's not easy.
Don't go in that because when you go
I'm not going to tell them that.
Thank you.
But people already they spread it around. And then when I come in places, they're like, oh, that's the black girl that did this.
Right.
You know.
But like I said, when you have a key, most people, of course, they hold the key. So that's hard. It's like a ring that's all of them work together as a team. It's just hard you break it. So they don't believe it. But they trust me, the system, we're going to be trying more cleaning out, especially in law enforcement, because you don't do it and then nobody going to, it's not going to sell. Then there's nobody going to listen and nobody cares.
Right.
So just call back all the number here, legal, and ask for the help because it looks like a total picture that you showed me.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You too. All right. So I need to go. I'm in the Starbucks and I need to use the restroom right quick. And then I gotta go try to search for food because they done had me banned out of the Walgreens about this case. They done had me banned out of the Whole Foods about this case because they had KKK members following me in the restroom in the Whole Foods, and then they had KKK members following me in the Walgreens, which is why I was trying to tell Officer T and Ho that it was not easy for me in the shelters because they were having blacks and other people try to harm me and my baby I'm pregnant with out of the shelters. But I'm gonna call and see. But let me use the restroom, and then I'm gonna get these videos loaded up. Okay, I'm in the family lounge inside of the Galleria Mall, and I've been working on this video all day since I left the Starbucks, and I noticed some things about how the officer T and Ho was speaking to me. He kept saying the suspect, Austin Meador. No, I said specifically that I'm filing a murder report on Cynthia Olvera, and I said it several times, telling him that she's the one who the report is being filed on. So what I feel like they're going to try to continue to do is to try to cover for Cynthia. I specifically said she was raping him. I specifically said why. I specifically said that she said she was a rapist and telling me she was raping my child at 2 years old, about Austin being shot in the leg in self-defense, saying she was racist. And by him continuing to try to say the suspect, no, I said I was filing it on Cynthia because, see, what they can try to do is try to make it seem like she have custody. That's what they continuing to try to do and try to set me up to be murdered. And that's why I said I'm filing murder charges on Cynthia Olvera, and I want to take it to trial because she said that she raped my child to death. So I'm not playing with Cynthia Olvera, and she not gonna try to pin it on Austin so she could try to make it seem like her and Austin have a volatile relationship and she can't see her son, and then keep having KKK members try to set me up when you killed my baby, raping him to death with KKK members because I shot Austin in self-defense. She knows that I wasn't violent. No, Austin was the one who was violent, and you can hear what I said to Officer T and Ho that no, I never said that it was a violent relationship. I said he was abusing me and my child. So they don't need to try to cover it up. They know who I filed the report on. That's who I filed the report on. And then, like he said, it'll be capital murder on Cynthia because she's the one who went through Tracy Gilbert courtroom to cover up that they said they was gang raping him after they told me they was gang raping him about the shooting. So Cynthia is the one to file the murder on. They took 3 hours to get up there, and I knew it was some BS when they did that. No, the murder charges is for Cynthia Olvera, and I said it several times when I was speaking to him. So don't try to switch it around and say, oh, the baby is fine. He would know he's dead, and Cynthia killed him, and I want murder charges filed on Cynthia, and I want to take it to trial because she said she was raping my child to death. Cynthia said she was raping my child with police officers, KKK members, drug dealers, Austin Meador, her husband, Joseph Olvera, criminals, inmates. So she don't care about my child at all. And since she can't show me my child alive after telling me that she raped my child, telling me she was sodomizing him and ripping his limbs apart. So at that point, you got to go to trial, and if you can't produce the child alive, you gotta go to prison for murder. That's just what it is. Ain't no trying to get everybody to say he alive at your house when you can't show me my child. I know what God told me to do, and he said if this child molester and this witch keep on lying, talking about she keeping your baby after she done said she raped them to death to your face, then go ahead and file the murder charges on her then. And I done waited 6 months after I filed the first police report with the Conroe PD. And all they kept doing is torturing me and my baby outside with the KKK. And at this point, my son is dead. So now I have to file the murder charges. God already told me to file the murder charges 6 months ago. And they have continued to try to set me up to be killed outside. They're continuing to do KKK stuff to me. So no, I know who I filed the murder report on. And Austin was involved, but everybody falls under the bracket of Cynthia Olvera. She's the one who's going to be charged with murder, and everybody else can be charged after that. Maybe second degree. I don't know what kind of charges they do, but she's the head heist. She's the one who went through the court to get custody to rape the boy. to continue to rape him because she was already telling me that they were raping him the entire time that I was in the jail, that she was trying to set me up to be murdered with this baby that I'm carrying. So ain't no trying to cover nothing up by saying she's no legal custodian. So God know what he doing. She needs to be tried in court. Ain't no hiding the baby's body. Ain't no hiding me. No, if y'all trying to say that she got custody of my child, then bring the child alive into the courtroom while I'm charging her with murder. And if you can't do that, then she's going to prison because she told me that she was raping my baby and said she was raping them to death. And the nerve of her to continue to rape my child while I was telling about it on social media until he was dead, that's ridiculous. The charges is being filed on her. Austin was involved, but Cynthia was the main one who was trying to cover up that they said they had already been raping him from 2 years old and then continuing to rape him until he was dead. So she's not going to hide by trying to say that she has custody of my child. They did that to try to hide that they said they was raping him in the first place. So you're not going to try to lie and say, I can't see my son again because you want to be racist and you wanted to rape him with racist white people in the country. And then you have police wait 3 hours to show up to take the report and then keep trying to put Austin as, oh, the suspect. Everybody know Austin was attacking me pregnant with this baby that I'm carrying and with my son, but they didn't care because they said I was African American, so they said they was raping my baby to death, and Cynthia was the main one saying she was doing it. She was the one who ran off with my baby from the scene of where the shooting happened